The other day, I was reading about the sex life of the praying mantis, which will give you some idea about the status of my sex life. But anyway, the sex life of the praying mantis, this is true. During sex, in the middle of intercourse, the female praying mantis turns around and bites the head off the male praying mantis. He has no idea this is going to happen. She could be faking it. He doesn't know. No idea. And if you're a male praying mantis, it sucks, eh? You're either dead or you're a virgin, you know? So let's see now. Have we got any Americans in the audience? Just shoot over my head. Americans are our neighbors and our friends and our cousins. Their politics is different. The Americans, when they elect a politician, they have an inaugural ball. In Canada, our politicians have no balls. Some politicians in Ottawa say the beaver is not a good symbol for Canada, by. And, okay, it's not bad, but it's not the best symbol. The best symbol for Canada is the Canada goose. Because when a Canada goose is flying overhead, what do you hear? Hockey, hockey, hockey. Yeah, I went to New York City. Let me tell you, different story down there. You go to New York City and you see a sign that says backhoe for hire. Totally different thing than what it means in Cape Breton. Totally different thing, but. Now, spring in Canada is that time of year when the male of the species takes the female of the species and looks her in the eye and says those three little words that mean so much. Play off hockey. Yeah. The female then responds with a few off words of her own, doesn't she? Yeah. Now, this summer, we didn't get enough money to hire people to cut the grass on the side of the highway. So instead, they had to get a herd of cows to eat the grass. And the hardest thing was training the 15 cows to stand around and do nothing while one cow ate the grass. Eh? You know, we got great music in Cape Breton. We put on this big festival at the end of the fall, called Celtic Colours, and people come from all over the world to play Celtic music. And the great thing about Cape Breton fiddle music is they name the fiddle tunes after real people, right? Like, Jimmy Rankin's Hangover, or Father Dan Archie McNeil's Trip to Maboo Bridge, or Mary Margaret McPherson's morning sickness with her third child who turned out to be a real bastard and ended up in jail because of that lobster poaching business in Cheticamp that time, you know? Oh, yeah. Strange country, Canada. Now, airplane travel in this country. Oh, what a chore that is, eh? You go there, they ask you the stupidest questions, you know. Did you pack this bag yourself, sir? No, my good friend Abdul Mohammed packed it for me, you know. Really? And then you get on the airplane, and they treat you like you're so stupid. It's the only business in the world that hires people to show you where the exits are. They stand up there and they show you how to put the seatbelt on. And then they point out the exits to you in case you crash and you want to get out. Can you imagine? Oh, look, dear, we crashed. Where'd she say them exits were now? Oh, let's ask her. She's lying right over there, you know. Oh, hell, let's try that gaping hole in the ceiling there, yeah. Strange country. And, you know, it's a good country. Canada's a wonderful country, but, you know, some people are desperate. They fall through the cracks. They got to resort to crime to get by. They rob banks. And nowadays what they do, they rob banks with a note. They go up to the teller and they give the teller a note, and the note says, I got a gun. Give me all your money. Even if you haven't got the gun, it's still armed robbery. So, my solution, you go into the bank with two notes. And the first note says, I've got this note. Oh, you guys are smart. I like that, yeah. I don't have to go any further, do I? No. Good. So have you done your Christmas shopping yet? Because it's, you know, I just wanted to let you know that Santa Claus is a Cape Bretoner. Oh, you don't believe me? Watch, I can prove it. Santa Claus is a Cape Bretoner. He calls everybody dear. He's only got one suit. He doesn't shave. Christmas Eve, he leaves the wife home alone, goes out with the boys, shows up at your house at all hours of the night, and eats and drinks whatever he finds. Hey?